Hello!
Welcome to Beyond the Rift,
Where we talk about League of Legends, other things that we find interesting, and generally have a good time. Today with us is our normal group, except for Xpecial. But we have Four-Court Jester, Phantom Lord, and Vaniel.
Why did you say we always have a good time on this show?
Because you are just
You
a negative Nancy.
always seem like you're having such a great time.
You do.
So.
Well, you're playing games. We're
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
to us.
We're
Yeah,
sitting
that's true.
here
Yeah,
working.
which I'm sure Xpecial
Moral
is too.
support.
Just
Moral
by looking at it.
support.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's all right, we're with you.
The Skinmaster. I get the name now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Xpecial, how are you doing tonight?
Doing pretty good. Pretty scrimless night. Kind of boring, I guess. But other than that,
Well, hopefully we'll bring some excitement to your night, and you can really have a good time.
So, go
Awesome.
ahead and introduce yourself for our guests and viewers, I'm sure, who all know you, but go ahead and tell
I
us
went through that.
what you've won recently.
Okay, well, I'm Team Soulmade's Xpecial. I play support, and been around for a while. Team Soulmade's been a pretty well-known North American team. So yeah, here I am
Awesome.
on Beyond Rift, and thanks for inviting me.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
no
our
problem.
pleasure to have you.
Quite nice to have you.
Yeah, and we also have with us those other people.
Yeah, I already introduced them.
The other people.
We're not pros. We don't get names.
No!
Phantom Lord is.
Yes.
Kind of.
Well, I mean, Four-Court Jester is a well-known caster.
Yeah.
I'm sure many of you are here just because of him.
All right. You've all seen his hat at least.
Yes.
Whether or not he was
Ironically,
wearing
he's
it
not
at the
wearing the
time.
hat.
Yeah, why aren't you wearing it?
Yeah.
It's kind of not here.
It's not there!
Where'd you leave it?
How do you survive?
Oh, thanks, guys.
But no, really, where is it? I mean, is it just like
yeah, I'm really
upstairs?
curious
There.
now.
It's at the dry cleaners.
Does it get
That's
cleaned
where
by
I wanted
Shaco?
A funny hat day, so I
No.
gave him my hat.
How nice of you. You gave up the most prized possession in your casting career.
Little did they know how famous it was.
Doesn't matter what I do. Hat, I get razzed. No hat, I get razzed. Oh,
That's
man.
because we love you.
Isn't it raised?
Razz.
You're
razz.
just
He's
you're
Canadian.
Canadian Jesus right now. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go. I don't know if that's even better, but I'll go with it.
All right, so
Phantom Lord, how are you doing tonight?
yeah.
I'm doing pretty good. I just actually woke up not too long ago, a few minutes ago, because I've swapped my schedule to play the new champion and stuff when it's released early in the morning. So I usually do that every Tuesday, and yeah, here I am feeling pretty tired, but I'm here. I made it.
Yay!
Yes.
Yay for Phantom Lord. How's your team search going? Is it progressing? Are you close to finding something solid?
Batch 2 is almost over. I'm talking to a few additional people. Something interesting might happen soon that people will sort of be surprised, sort of not be surprised, be expecting. But it's going good.
I'm
Batch
curious.
3 is going to start afterwards, and will be probably just a week.
Awesome.
I don't know. It'll see, but it's
Yeah, I was
going really
wondering
good.
when you're good. Awesome. Very nice.
Cool. Vaniel, I guess. How is your evening going, you lovely, glorious bastard?
That's right. Gosh, take your shirt off and you start to get all sorts of compliments.
Look at Xpecial, he's like, yeah, I know.
Yeah. No, I'm doing pretty good. New League of Legends patch today. New World of Warcraft patch today. If any of you guys care.
Oh, the
I'm sure
Hour
some of them.
Twilight.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. I'm not playing it right now at all. But no, it's good. I was able to see some of the changes and stuff for the League of Legends patch, and some of it I'm kind of happy about. Some of it I'm sort of just like, But we're not there yet. I guess we'll talk about it during the show tonight. But
Yeah, we'll save it towards the
yeah,
end.
I'm doing good.
Awesome.
I got my Mountain Dew right here, so
Very nice, very nice.
Oh, and for all the viewers who don't already know, BravoMLG will be on later in the show. Actually, more towards 11 is his estimated time of arrival. So he will be giving away some K9 Gnosis skins, correct, Jester? Since you're the one who discussed it.
That how you say Nasus?
Gnosis, Nasus.
Gnosis, really?
Gnosis.
What?
That's
It's Nasus.
You can have my
Yeah.
Nasus up your... Wait.
Now.
I don't know why I feel the need to say Gnosis.
Who's your who do you play the most, Demon Lord? Is it Osh? You play Osh, right?
Demon. What the hell's with Demon Lord today?
Did you call him Demon Lord again?
Yes, you did.
That's his name now. I'm going to call him Demon Lord.
Please don't.
Thanks, man. I feel so loved.
Demon Machine plays Osh quite a bit.
Yes, I play Osh. I do play Osh and Vaughn and other things that are Canadian.
All right, so
Yeah, Bravo will be here with NASA's codes. I think they're only NA, but I could be wrong. Might be EU as well.
and we also have RP giveaway
Yeah,
via Vaniel at the end of the show. In order
Daniel
to be
loves to give away his
eligible
RP.
for that, you have to be in chat. You don't have to say anything.
I
You just
do
have
love
to
to
be
give
in
away.
chat.
I just got DC. What the
Not playing WoW, yeah.
Yeah, not at all.
So,
no.
let him rage quit for a little while. So, Xpecial, who is your favorite champion that you don't normally play?
It's a tough one. Probably Kennen.
Kennen? Why do you choose him?
He's a very annoying champion. He just darts around the laning phase, harasses you, and there's nothing you can do about it. He's probably one of the strongest laners early game, and it's very fun, very aggressive. I like that. And come on, the small little mouse champion. Who doesn't like that?
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
There. So, have you played any with the jungle changes or the Volibear?
Yeah, I
Call it
did.
volleyball. Continue.
And I mean, Oddone is like right next to me, and I hear him complaining every 5 minutes about how terrible the jungle changes are. But I don't know. I don't play jungle at all, so I have no idea how bad it is. All I know is that the jungle isn't ganking me as much, and to me that's a plus. But apparently it's not good for the aim. So yeah, there's that.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on about that. There's a lot of hate.
Have you?
Lot of
We were
hate.
playing in the jungle earlier today. Actually, I was doing it at lunch at work and timing like respawn rates and stuff. Have you done any of that? Or Phantom Lord, baby?
He was asleep.
Yes, he was asleep. I mean, but he played on the new patch, right? He's still asleep.
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh wait, he
There
dropped.
it is. Alright.
Ah.
Yeah, I did play. The jungle change I love because as me being in the mid lane AP, normally what the jungler does is he does like blue golems and then I'm sorry, just the blue buff gets level 2 and then instantly comes to gank you. Can't really do that much anymore, so
That is true.
It's like he has to stay in the jungle and at least do the wolf camp or the wraith camp or something small additional to get that ability to gank you for level 2. So I like it a lot. I'm liking the changes. It does feel that the jungler is a bit weak. I think out of the 2 to 3 times I tried it, it was like I checked my level at mid-game or something, early mid-game, and I was always behind everyone else in levels. So I don't know. I don't know where it stands right now. I think it's good they've catered to people who are new to the jungle and to people who don't want to be fearful of getting ganked, like top lane, for example. So I don't know. I don't know how the changes will turn out, but I think a lot of people are unhappy, and I think they might tweak it. I don't think it's final. I think they might tweak it a little bit.
Probably.
How do you think they'll tweak it?
Maybe raising the XP rate a little bit more,
Yeah.
or respawn rates. The XP rate seems really low, going from like just blue to wolves and the path that you usually want to go on, because they nerfed the red pot, the HP pots too. So that's like another detrimental thing to the junglers that they changed, and plus all the other stuff that they did.
Why do you think
Didn't
they
they
changed
increase? Oh, didn't they increase the respawn rate though? I mean, was it just negligible, or was it pretty good? Pretty good increase.
I didn't notice it to be that significant. I thought it was just like something really minor. I don't know as far as this, specifications, but
Yeah.
The small camps used to be 100 seconds, and now it's 60. So it's pretty big, but
Yeah, I timed it in a minute.
EXP went down a lot, and it's a lot harder to kill past a certain point, and really early too. So
And they do a like not scaling thing, but if you kill them, then they come back slightly stronger, and they're supposed to give you more XP the next time you kill them.
yeah, but the rate it ramps up is really really slow from what I've heard.
You
So,
might need to make it a little
Yeah.
faster.
yeah, exactly.
Good.
Yeah.
So, okay. What about those lovely nerf to minions? I was running around
Yeah.
and just blasting on the bot Annie I was playing with at lunch, and I stood there in a 10 minion wave just going, oh, is something hitting me? It was negligible
if
damage.
you played before the patch, obviously purple cast minions are OP. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the general consensus.
Yeah.
And now it's slightly less OP, but I mean, minions, you want to use them like to your advantage. You want more minions attacking you or more minions attacking them than minions attacking you, obviously. But now it's not nearly as significant, but it's still there. It's still the same mechanic, so it's not too big of a change. It's good. I mean, it promotes more aggressiveness when there are minions there, and that's
Yeah, I
always
like
good.
Yeah.
So
So it
with
should
the
make
recent changes, they're trying to get the element of the 1v1 more focused on, so people need to be winning in their lane and fighting each other than the jungler, waiting for the jungler to come to gank and basically win the lane. So instead of 2v1, 1v1.
Yeah,
Interesting.
like a lot of times it's impossible to really dominate a lane, and you always need a jungler. And like what Fanmo said, it's really gonna help. But I think it needs more in the direction of making the jungler actually be able to do something now, right? Rather than having him be a lot weaker.
Yeah. So, how do you think people are going to deal with the weak jungling at the moment? Are they just going to avoid it, or are they going to just try and jungle hard and try and come and get some lane creeps to help out?
Right now, it's only first day. It's
Yeah.
really hard to tell. So I think there's going to be a lot more counter jungling. People think that counter jungling is not going to be as effective, but I think it can be, depending on how, like, I'm not completely sure how the changes are right now, but I think taking away 3 raids and leaving 1 there is it's really hurtful, because it's a lot less EXP now, and you're taking away more XP from before, and I don't know. It's hard to say, but I think it can work. It's that there needs to be some tweaks, and well, people need to adapt. That's
Yeah.
the biggest thing.
Yeah, it looks like it's one of those things where people are just going to have to learn it and see how it goes. Because, I mean, it's a big change, but it might end up being a big change for the better. So,
Yeah.
Exactly.
or at least the more
biggest-
interesting.
Yeah. This is the biggest problem for competitive players, is that our tournaments, one patch is going to be on the previous patch, the fifth patch, and then the next tournament might be on this patch. That's a really, really big change for us, and having to adapt to both, having to practice on both, it's just a lot of strain. It's just going to be a lot harder. But again, we're here to adapt, and we'll work on it slowly.
Yeah. What's your next tournament coming up?
Our next one, we have the final qualifiers for Kiev this weekend, and that will be on the fifth patch. And the weekend after that will be WCG, which is in Korea, and it'll be also on the fifth patch. But after that, it's going to be all on this new patch, and there's just so much we have to work on right now on both patches, and it's going to be a lot of adapting, a lot of time just playing the game and relearning the game. pretty much.
Yeah. Especially, if you're...
What do you think of? Do you like the shakeup of the game that'll just make everything? You have to like relearn everything. Is it nice to get a change to where it's not the same old back and forth, back and forth? You get to try something new and feel like you're not just screwing around.
New is good, but since we just came off a first place win at MLG Province, we were really strong. In those games, we were very aggressive. We knew the patch well. We played it very well, and I mean, you're taking that away, and obviously we're not nearly as comfortable. The game is not nearly as aggressive for us anymore because we're not comfortable with it, and we can't exactly play as well as we can. And that's, again, us having to adapt, and it's a lot harder to play aggressive when you don't know what's going on.
Yeah. It can be very frustrating.
It is.
So one of the other little side note patches, you cannot put a ward inside Baron anymore, or if you put him too close, he'll push them away. Has anybody tried? He doesn't destroy them; he just pushes them away. Correct? Has anybody tried that?
Yeah, it just flings.
Okay. Will he fling them out of his zone, or will it hit the wall and stop?
Not too sure.
We'll
Okay.
find out.
So that's...
I'm sure someone on chat will know.
Yeah, somebody on chat's probably tried it. At some point, somebody's tried everything, but I think that's kind of good, because you can't have that unkillable ward inside Baron anymore. Even if you have the sight elixir.
I mean, before it was just a lot harder to hit, but right now, like, a lot of people who don't know about it, don't know how to hit it, can hit it. I mean, it's good. Before it was really dumb, honestly. It's just dumb.
They also mentioned a bug fix where it came to hitting minions that are obstructed by, I guess, other minions or other things, which I found kind of interesting, because it can be a little annoying trying to get that one low minion that's in the back of the wave that you can't click on because his click box is apparently that big.
Or his buddies are all crowded around him, and there's a gigantic catapult on top of him.
Yeah. So, did anybody experienced any easing in the clicking on minions? Jester?
The few hours that I played, I sort of didn't notice it, but to the point of where afterwards I noticed that I had easier time last hitting. So I think whatever they changed in that regards is actually successful, because it was just like I was laning perfectly fine. Didn't really have those like, oh god.
It was working as intended. Yeah.
Yes. So.
Cool. So then, now to kind of jump on Phantom Lord here, would you like to give us the changes to Karthus, since you are obviously the Karthus man?
Oh, man, there was actually a bug floating around with the changes where someone walked through your wall, and it was like some combination of a minion hitting the enemy player. Like the tank minion would do 465 damage or something.
Wow.
And I saw it happen once, because I only got to play him a few times. Afterwards, I realized I was queuing and just banned the Karthus. So I didn't get to play him anymore. But, yeah, I mean, my favorite champion, not only has he been nerfed for Revive with the new masteries, but now he's completely nerfed to where his only form of defense is weaker. And basically what they did is they reduced the duration of the slow from 7 to 5 seconds. Wow. And you can only get slowed once. So how people can kind of walk through it, get slowed, and then turn around, get slowed. They can't. So it's no longer like a pool where you can't enter here. People just walk through it and they don't really care after that.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
I haven't really gotten a chance to play around with it that much, but I don't think he's going to be dead. I don't think Karthus is going to be dead to the ground, but I think he's going to be sort of like Orianna, where this little tweak will set him in a position where no one will really play him because of what happened, and he's nowhere going to be as strong as he used to. Tournament play, I don't think so at all. And of course, the Revive teleport is not as strong anymore because of the nerf to the Revive with the haste and the movement speed. It's like 125% now as opposed to 225%. So I've still done it. I've still played games and won, but it's nowhere as near as powerful as it used to be. So in the summary, I'm really disappointed, really sad, but I knew it was bound to happen, and people are paying attention watching my stream and seeing me in solo queue. I haven't been playing him that much because of that purpose. It's the same thing as when Orianna was OP, and I just decided not to play her because I knew she was so strong, she was going to get nerfed to the ground, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
So what's the next champion that you're playing that's going to get nerfed to the ground?
Anyone?
Severe.
Severe.
Soraka.
Yeah.
Sivir?
I'm sorry, I don't like the changes. Like, I played one game with her, and she's alright, but I think that the nerf to her ulti was kind of... I mean, it's sort of like a side grade, I guess you could say, in some aspects, just because it's like an aura now instead of just like a buff that they have to be close to, but I thought that the nerf to the attack speed was a little much. The new W I can deal with. It's got a pretty low cooldown. It's kind of cool because it deals more damage, but and the Q is pretty nice too. But there's really only one way to build Sivir now, and that's AD. Most people would just build AD anyway, but at the same time, if you wanted to troll somebody, but if you wanted to troll somebody and get a bunch of AP and two-shot at AD carry with your boomerang blade, you could. Now you can't do that.
No.
You can't pub stomp with her anymore.
I don't know. I went with her today, just like after we did Summoner Support, AJ and I went on. We're like, okay, we'll try out everything. Got a loaded up Pack Severe, I revamped my runes and everything. Went 11, 3, 13. I think that she's in a better spot than she used to be. Like, people are saying, we don't like her as much as the old one, but nobody played her in the old one. So, I mean, you can't like her less. Because if you didn't play her, you can't play her less than never. So.
Very true.
That is a good point, yeah.
What do you think about it, Xpecial?
Personally, I think it's a buff. The changing into physical damage meant that her armor penetration runes actually do something now on her Q. So in her laning phase, she's gonna be a bit stronger, I think. But yeah, the W nerf hurt her a bit, and but I don't know, she's got a lot of like quality of life fixes as right when you like call it, and just makes her easier to play. Probably stronger too. But I haven't tried her much, and yeah, I think she's pretty decent.
Well,
she's no longer laughable.
She's not laughable. I don't think
when
she's
you see her.
competitive. At least not yet. But I did notice her burst is now measurably higher, because with the W, with the ricochet, it resets your auto attack. So you can get off an auto attack on someone, a boomerang, hit W, reset the auto attack with a bonus damage, and you can spam that every 3 seconds. Like in team fights, you're just throwing out a boomerang, throw out 3 Ws, throwing out a boomerang, and she's still going to be an auto attack champion. But I did notice, like in a 1v1 or 1 versus 2 scenario, especially with her move speed and Ghost, you can combo that very nicely and just run right through everyone. I thought her burst was definitely a lot higher.
I thought it was too, but
yeah, I got a YouTube video coming out for it. So
yeah, nice.
Oh, cool.
So next,
what do you guys think about the dodge change?
Yeah,
they didn't remove it yet, did they? I didn't really read a whole lot about it.
It's still there. I got dodge today.
Still there.
Yeah, if only they could remove Q dodging, we'd be all set.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't rank down right now?
It
Yeah.
was when I checked earlier.
Rank Team Q and Team Tab are currently unavailable. Yeah.
Go Riot!
Solo Q's up,
hey, there
as
we go.
usual.
The troll pit is up. As usual.
Yeah. So, Xpecial, you have an opinion on dodge or anything regarding it?
I play support, and I use dodge a lot, but as a AD carry, if I play AP carries or AD carries, I hate dodge. Absolutely hate it. It's very frustrating. Play against Jax, he dodges 2 out of your 5 hits, and you just cry. You just cry. And then each time he dodges, he stuns you, and he runs faster with his, or used to run faster with swiftness, but I took that out, that was good. But yeah, I hate it. But as a support player, please don't take it out, please. I need it.
So what do you think they're going to replace it with? Like, how do you think they're going to do it?
Armor.
It's hard something to do with armor. Honestly, make armor scale better or something, but it's gonna be hard to introduce a new mechanic.
Yeah.
That's not gonna be very similar to it.
So, I mean, like, what are they going to do with characters like Jax, where a good portion of the character is based around dodge?
You have to make him tanky, I guess, wouldn't they? Or
maybe every 5 hits he takes, he has a stun chance or something. I don't know.
They could convert to block instead of dodge. It's the same mechanic, but it's on Pantheon.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah, but yeah, they could do that.
That would work.
Either way, that champion will have to get completely revamped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
I wonder what they're gonna do with Ninja Tabby.
Probably just double the armor or something.
Oh, that would suck. No one uses it as it is, except for certain champions. So.
Well, if you're up against AD, I can see it. Yeah, armor plus the dodge. Sure. Yeah. But who knows?
Actually, dodge is very underrated, actually. Even on champions that don't have much dodge, dodge is really good, since it's way better than armor in pretty much every way. And people, like, a lot of people don't underrate it, but if you watch competitive matches, a lot of people get it. Especially when there's more than 1 or 2 AD champions, people get it a lot. So, it's a pretty big change.
Yeah.
See, I'm one of those people that used to roll Jacks and then stack Phantom Dancers till I got 100% dodge before they removed. Good times.
Did he breathe?
We're laughing at him, and he has no idea why. He just like, and then he goes. He's looking daggers into the camera.
Wait, why were you Wait, you were laughing at me?
I think you cut out when you're like, and
Like 100.
Yes, you had the perfect pause pose, and then you.
Not only did we
came
not
back in.
hear what you said, but you looked funny.
He doesn't need to freeze to look funny.
No, it doesn't.
What I said was that. What I said is that I used to like stacking Phantom Dancers when it still had dodge. Because it was a lot of fun with cats.
Good. Well, we all had a great laugh from that. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, screw you all. Especially your futon.
So, I do want to ask you, Mr. Xpecial, about MLG. How was it? How was it? Tell us about your experience there, and what was the energy like, and just your general experience there.
Playing with a bunch of...
Being surrounded by thousands of nerds.
Well, I mean, gaming house.
That's like par for the course. Man.
Not thousands, but a few.
But yeah, it was the second MLG. It wasn't the first LAN. We've been to a bunch of LANs, so we're definitely not strangers to it.
Right.
But it was the second MLG. It's a lot more, like League of Legends. This time was it was still small. It was a lot bigger than last time, and there were a lot more people. But then it's a lot smaller than say StarCraft or Call of Duty, which were really really big. Like League of Legends was like 10%, and there were like 3 other games. So
yeah,
it's still small, but it's getting there. And it's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of fans. I mean, community is really great. Honestly, League of Legends community is awesome. People come out to watch, they support us, and yeah, a lot of people watching actually.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun. Obviously.
I heard 90,000 as on one day for the stream.
actually didn't get any numbers. Was there any for StarCraft or?
It's I that's what I heard. Not confirmed. Don't quote it as a news source, but
Yeah.
I heard 90,000 on the Saturday.
Cool.
I watched it. It was good.
Yeah, I thought it was very good too. You guys played great. I mean,
Thank you.
what could be better than winning?
Yeah.
Exactly.
The matches contain a lot higher quality as far as gameplay and entertainment value for viewers than the other tournaments. There's a lot more action, a lot more evenness in the matches going into the late game. And that always makes them more fun to watch because you don't really know who's going to win.
Yeah.
And I was blown away by how the quality of those matchups in the tournaments. So I thought it was
they were really great.
It's nice how they can turn around on a dime, and you just don't think it's going to happen.
A lot of us just teams playing real aggressive. CLG is actually a very passive team. No offense to them, but they've been known to be a very passive farming team, and they weren't
farm all
there.
day.
And yeah, exactly. So, but every other team is very aggressive. And last patch, people were very aggressive. This patch, I'm not sure about that. Haven't played too many teams on this patch, but it doesn't look as nearly as active as the last one. And that was kind of the opposite Rise goal. So I don't know. I mean, people are still adapting. So once again, it's hard to say. Still new. This patch and the last patch for me. This patch. But yeah. It was a lot of fun playing in that tournament because it was very aggressive. Not sure how the next tournaments are going to be.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, the games, they were, just to reiterate, they were awesome.
They were excellent.
Dignitas wasn't on point, I don't think, but
There's something I
that's
wanted
my
to ask, but I
opinion.
forgot what it was. And no, everybody can stop freaking out. I'm not going to ask that question.
Why do you say that, Jester?
They went, 0? No, they went 1-2, beating out Reflex. But, I don't know, some of the team fights just seemed wonky. Like, not the normal kind of positioning that you see out of them. I don't know. It just seemed off on the weekend. It just kept getting countered so hard. And, they were number 1 pick for me. I mean, they were on fire up until this. They had proven they could beat everyone there. But, I don't know, they slipped really hard. They didn't take a game against EG or TSM.
Wow.
So, one thing that you guys are very well known for is your just unspeakable teamwork. That's just awesome. Do you guys attribute that to anything particular? Do you guys just work together a lot? Or, is it you get to stay in a team house together, and so you get to work together, eat together, sleep together in very awkward positions?
Whoa.
Gosh, you always go there. I don't get it.
Thank you.
Actually, compared to Dignitas, our teamwork is a lot less solid. I mean, their teamwork is phenomenon. they probably have the best teamwork, and we definitely work on that.
Mhm.
But I mean, back then there were only two teams that were really up there: TSM and CLG, and CLG was just like all over the place. So honestly, our teamwork isn't that great. It has a lot of work to do, work in play, or work that we need to
Work in
work
progress?
on. But yeah, no progress. There you go. But compared to a lot of other teams, we have a lot of teamwork. But compared to some other teams, we lack in a lot of areas. So, I like teamwork. What can you say?
Yeah. Teamwork wins games.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. With a team house, how do you guys do most of your matches? Do you still do like 1v1? Well, not 1v1, like solo queuing, or like you were saying today, you didn't have a scrim. You were going to do a match with some people in China or something.
That's who they were going to play, and then
That's the script.
then the
Yeah,
that would
yeah,
be the
they were
scrim
going
part.
to do the match. Yeah, what? What is this?
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, basically, what's your practice regime?
Yeah,
To sum that up.
thank you.
And
Thank you.
couple-
Practice regime.
Some people wake up early, some people wake up later. So until everyone wakes up, we just solo queue or do whatever we want. And then once people get on, we just concentrate and we just play a series of scrims. We try to get in like 4 or 5 hours of scrims constantly, but it's really hard. A lot of teams don't want to play that many games, and
Yeah.
a lot of teams aren't as committed, so it's really hard. But the Chinese teams, especially the Chinese teams, they are huge. Like, they have so much dedication in the game. It's crazy. They also have gaming houses, and basically we wake up, we find them, and we start streaming. But they're from China, and like sometimes they have bad ping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I can
like that.
imagine.
So exactly, it's really hard, but we try to get in as much kills as we can. But otherwise, we solo queue. And with me and Chaos, we usually try to dual kill as much as possible because support and AD. I mean, come on, I kind of have to dual queue. It's just there.
You can win the game right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't Vandalord complaining about that last week?
Yep.
I was talking about that last night.
Doing if they're around, you know.
You guys were playing when I was doing my cart this sort of marathon. You and Chaos, and I'm like, wow, the double duo. You guys just kept playing. I'm just like, oh man, it's for sure lost. But it came to some interesting matchups. I think it's because they banned your Alistair and they didn't let you get your Alistair. You're playing Blitz.
Yeah, well, I mean, right now there are some strats we're trying out, and Blitz is definitely one of them. We're probably gonna play a lot of Blitz in upcoming tournaments, actually. So, just a tip.
Yay!
That
That's
should be
cool.
fun to see.
Yeah. Very
Yeah, I'll look
Alright.
for that.
It's good to know you guys weren't trolling because sometimes.
Oh, I never troll.
Never.
No,
Who
he
would
is a
do
totally non-trolly person. You can see it in his face. It's totally honest.
Oh yeah.
He'd never do anything underhanded.
I mean, it's not like he has giant bottles of alcohol behind him. That's no.
I don't know what you guys are talking about, honestly. I don't see it.
Yes.
It's not on my screen.
Yeah. He's like, this is all fake. It's just green screen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It is. It's his green screen.
Yes.
So.
Right. We did have some questions someone submitted a lot earlier. Is they wanted to know tips on playing support characters in general.
Oh, well, it's just a lot. The biggest thing is just playing the game a lot, and playing support a lot. But I made guides on solomid.net, and if you check them out, I have one guide for the top 4 support champions right now, which are Alistar, Sona, Soraka, and that one on the one, Janna.
Yeah.
And I have one that's just an overview of support in general, but they're kind of outdated because there's so many patches coming out and so many changes at once. I haven't had time to do big revamps, and probably do that next week or the week after. But other than that, it's still a great resource. And if you guys are new support or just want to learn more or just want to improve, definitely check them out at solomid.net. And yeah, that's really just practice.
Yeah.
Practice makes perfect.
Absolutely. Put in your 10,000 hours.
Yes. So then, I guess if you had one tip that you could give, like, what is the one key thing that you always try to remember when you're playing a support? That you're always thinking about, other than
Don't die.
other than the fact that they need their health. do you try to focus more on watching the map and less on, I mean, obviously you're not last hitting minions, so you can have a little bit more time you'll help, do map control in that sense of, well, this guy's missing, but nobody's called it yet because they're busy doing whatever. So anything like that?
Well, kinda.
You
I mean, map control is really big on support. I try to ward. My biggest concentration is warding and ward timers and timers in general.
Okay.
That's what I concentrate the most on, since that's the easiest way to improve. Just remembering to put down wards, check your timer on your own wards actually, so you know when they go down and immediately reward.
Yeah.
That's really big actually. A lot of people don't realize that, but if you ward right before your ward ends, there is not a moment in time where the vision is lost. So you can blindly go where your ward is, obviously, since the ward is still up. But if your ward's down, say it's only 5 seconds. Enemy jungler can be there in those 5 seconds, and you can get screwed over in those 5 seconds. So,
Yeah.
just being smart about your wards.
Very good. Very good.
That's
You want vision, but don't die trying to get that vision.
Right.
Basically it.
That
Very
is
nice.
the key.
don't die.
About wards, what do you think about the 5% increased vision on the support or on the utility? Is that really worth it at all? Have you experimented with that at all?
Wards give around 1k sight range. That's their number, and 5% is 50, and it's not that much. But versus what the other stuff that you can get in just that tier, it's like 0.5% movement speed. Really?
So
Like,
you don't
none
think
of
it's
those-
worth it?
I don't think any of those are worth it, honestly, but I just take it just because I don't want to have, like, I just want to just get used to it, try to figure out whether or not it's good. But right now, I can't tell if it's good or not. I just take it anyways, just because it's there, and it's convenient, and just others' masteries in that tier sucks. But I don't think it's game-breaking at all. I mean, none of the masteries are really game-breaking, so a mastery is a mastery. It's not that big of a deal. I just take it anyways.
But you do run with it then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do run with it. I take
Yeah,
it.
he does. Awesome.
Cool. And so, does anybody else have any other patch notes that we might have breezed over that I didn't mention? Anything they want to mention about the
How
patch?
about- How about the new champion? We haven't
Oh
talked
well,
about
yeah,
him yet.
yeah. That
Yeah.
wouldn't be on the patch notes, so to speak, but the new champion. So, who's played the new champion?
I've heard so many bad things so far. Like, super overpowered and all that. Like his ultimates or his passive just combos stupidly well with healing items.
But he's not a ninja bear or a ninja AP like I predicted. He's just AP though, right?
I really was curious. Like, he's an AP tank essentially.
Is he? Oh, he's a bruiser.
Yeah.
His E is scales off AP. It's basically his little mini fear that he uses. I haven't experimented with AP, so I have no idea about being an AP tank, but yeah. He's a fun champion. I call him a baby singed. Baby melee singed. Because his flip is not as anywhere close to being as effective. It's more of like half of what Singe's flip does. And it just doesn't feel like he has that much utility. The fear is, I mean, by the time the champion takes to get feared and actually walk in that direction, while they're walking in that direction, the fear's ended. So it's like sort of an interrupting fear, I guess you could say.
Like a redirect. We're forcing him
Yeah.
to have to
Yes.
do everything.
I think
Yeah.
for his fling, though, I mean, he does get that movement speed increase, which helps him out quite a bit, too, though. I mean, he can get in there, flip someone, and it's really hard to get away from him. Singed at least doesn't have, a movement speed increase where he can, like, close the gap so quickly. I don't think he's going to
His
take
is
over
slow,
from
though.
Singed at all, but...
See,
yeah,
if
he
you try to
does.
look at gap closers, this champion lacks in it because he actually has to run up to the champion, whereas Singe throws down his pull and can sort of kite. I mean, you can.
that might be a
It's
problem.
relatively similar, but I feel that Singe's utility as far as gap closers is much stronger because that slows. It's detrimental. I mean, that's the position you're engaging in, and if you have that champion sort of rooted there, somewhat to say, then it's better for you to engage upon, other than just like running faster towards the enemy champion running away, which they can just like, I don't know,
And his
catch up to an enemy ally or something.
Yeah, his like throw or whatever, where he tosses the guy behind him That's really good.
Well,
I mean,
they were just
it's
discussing.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, it adds a whole. Are there any other champions that have anything like that where you can just
Singed.
besides?
Mini
Thanks.
Singed.
I thought. Hey, we're paying attention to each other. I'm reading chat. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He does. You know what though? He does have quite a bit of burst though. I mean, especially against like low champions that are low on HP. He does have more burst than Singe, so I guess that's good. But I haven't played him yet, so I couldn't really say much about him.
Hmm.
But I mean, and the one Volibear, whatever you want to call him,
Volleyball.
the one volleyball that I played against, he went like on hit, so he died quite a bit. So I don't. Yeah, I mean, this guy got a wit's end, and he was building a malady. I'm like, what are you doing?
A malady? Really?
Don't ask me. Maybe he thought it was a legit build, but then again, who knows? That was also the game where I had a TF that I don't even want to talk about it.
But
He's like, I
scales
was
off
AFK
health.
during Champion Select, and I got random TF. Do you guys know how to play him? It was bad.
Yeah.
You were saying, Jester?
Doesn't his W scale off health?
Yep, and enemy bonus health.
Yeah.
That's all his damage is like through his W.
So from
That's
what I
his
was
burst.
reading on Counter Logic Games IRC, because I hang out there during the day, and everyone's just like, just go pure tank, and your W does 900 damage, or by the end game, does 500 damage by level 9. It's like, that sounds really high, and you're just going pure tank. Like, it's not even damage items.
Yeah, he's pretty strong in that regards. I think he's just a little bit weak in his early laning phase, and he's one of those champions that if you are really keen to counter picking, you can counter pick him really easily and win the lane and force him to lose. Yes.
So we had a clarification that Volibear doesn't fear champions; he only fears minions.
Yes.
So,
Yes, that would be much
that
better.
was-
Yeah.
yes.
Still slows.
So, do you have any opinion on the volleyball there, Xpecial? I mean,
Well, yeah, I mean, of course, I was listening to Autumn playing volleyball all day. Talking about how fair he is. It was very, very interesting. I was having a lot of fun just watching him. He was talking about his bear, and he was doing actually pretty decently. He does a lot of damage. Tons of damage, as quoted from Freak. So, he's very similar to Singed. Like, in early lane, you can kind of shut him down, but you can also put him in the jungle, and he does a lot of damage. Tons of damage. A lot. Tons.
Nice.
Yeah. I think he's pretty good, but once again, like, it's really hard to tell on the first day since people are still adapting, so people are
Yeah.
still learning builds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
something
he has
that's...
potential.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say he has potential. So.
Something I thought was kind of...
Definitely.
I just thought of that was rather interesting was he can fear minions, but they just did the minion nerf, essentially. So, like, he could basically dive in with a bunch of minions, tell them to go away, kill the champion, then hopefully get out before they turn on him again. So, I mean, he's negating a ton of damage with that right there that he would normally get.
Keep in mind that they also nerfed minion damage this patch. So
Yeah.
That's what I...
yeah.
So that makes him
Yes.
doubly strong.
He has prime poke in a lane if the enemy champion is a melee champion, because he can just do his try hit to get the W proc, wait till the enemy has a low minion that they want to last hit, and as he walks up, just get that W off and get a slow, and then an auto attack, turn around, and you've already won on the poke fight. So I like his laning phase. I just think he's counterable,
No.
really counterable.
Dumb question maybe, but he only fears the enemy minions, right? Not your minions too.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just making sure, because I didn't know if that could be used as like a deny, where he goes to last hit and you pop it, and then suddenly every one of the minions go in different directions, and you go to click and it's not there.
There will never be any deny mechanics in this game. Mark
Okay.
my words.
That's what I just wanted to check.
I don't know if you're happy about that or not, Jester.
I came from Dota. I came from Han. I like the deny aspect. 32 million others don't. So
You lose. Well, we don't know how many do since we don't have direct numbers from Dota.
I mean, I'm not going to get into that war. I don't think
Yeah.
it's required for LoL, but if you want to, make these lanes a bit more interesting, introduce more stuff you can do in lanes.
Yeah.
There we go.
Trying to realize how that would be if I did have to take up that entire new gameplay into the laning phase in a tournament setting with all the pressure, and I don't know. It wouldn't be League of Legends. I don't see it working at all. I really don't.
It won't. And they will not go that direction because the casual is the lowest common denominator, and it's also their majority base.
Yeah.
You need to. It's just like World of Warcraft. Got to really appeal to your majority user. Majority of the user don't have the time to play it competitively or the want to play it competitively. So competitive elements will probably not be introduced in any kind of timely manner.
You said elements.
Yeah. So
Weren't we supposed to talk about that?
yeah, I was
Yeah.
just about to say, since you said elements, we can just kind of
Wow.
go right
Perfect
into that.
segue.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jester.
He's no longer with CLG. Does anybody have any? It was very tumultuous time. Hey, that was a good use of that word.
Tumultuous.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You almost got it right.
I
too.
almost used a big word. Thank you. So, I guess we'll go with Xpecial. Do you have any opinion on this, and how will it change your matchup against CLG?
Elements, to start off, he's a great guy. I met him in LANs. He's been part of COG for a long time. Great guy. Really sad to see him go. But honestly, from a support player to a support player, he's probably one of the worst support players in competitive play. I'm sorry. You need a lot of practice. You just don't practice supports enough. And CLG knows that, and CLG told him that, and he just doesn't practice enough. And, I mean, what can you do? You just have to just let him go. I mean, he's
Yeah.
a great friend to them, and he's a great guy to a bunch of players, and he's a great inspiration to a lot of the new players because of his tier list. But he is just not able to play support at a competitive level, and that's a big problem when CLG wants to improve.
Yeah.
And also, since Elements doesn't have the time to commit to the game, a lot of times when he wants to swing against CLG, it's like Elements has to get his passport, Elements has to go do other things, Elements go on a date. Like, come on, we have to.
Yeah.
Date? What?
I don't know.
You
I don't
guys
know.
have dates?
Just whatever.
You guys are
Well,
pro players.
Not,
You
not
don't
me,
date
of course,
women.
just Elements. Elements is a cool guy. Just doesn't have the time to commit into the game, and it's a problem when you just want to improve. And especially since CLG just started kind of going on a small slump, I'm not gonna say it's completely his fault, but he just has a lot of room to improve and just doesn't go for it. It's very sad to see him go. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a great guy again. I'm really sorry for him, but CLG made the right choice in improving their team, and yeah, that's what I'll say.
So, what kind of... I mean, is there any word as to what he's doing now? Is he just going to kind of play casually now, or...?
I actually haven't talked to him recently. I mean, he's still on COG, technically, but none of the substitutes have ever seen much action. I mean, you see Kobe24, he's subbed, and you haven't seen him since. So...
Yeah.
Phantom Lord, do you have an opinion on it? Although
I do.
You cleared your throat at the exact time that I was like, so what do you think he's going to do now? And I'm thinking, and then you cleared your throat, and I'm thinking, is Phantom Lord finding a support for his team? Maybe not.
It's a possibility. Let's leave it at that. As far as what happened with him, people can compare it to sort of what happened with me. So I do have a little bit more understanding of what's happening and the thought process behind both sides. I did actually pick Chester's brain in RC and asked him like what was going on, and I basically found out exactly what kind of happened. I think to start with this whole discussion or this whole explanation, you can't really blame Elements that much. He's gone into this whole professional scene with a lot of responsibilities elsewhere. Like his tier list, he has that entire category, which requires a lot of time. I mean, He's the one player in this entire game that's known for the tier list, and he has to update that with his website and all that other stuff. And I don't know if he has help, but you have a huge responsibility with that. And then you're thrown into individual practice time with, of course, solo queue. When the season started, all of the pros sort of, majority of them did not have the leap ahead because we were in tournaments and so on and so forth.
Right.
So when he's trying to climb the ladder to get to the point of playing with all the rest of us to practice, to even make anything he's doing be worthwhile, he has to play solo carries. Well, not exactly what he plays. I mean, I know he's good at it, but that's not what his role is. So he's at low ELO. He has to spend the time outside of scrims on his own to climb the ladder, to get up there, to be able to play support and actually practice on top of all of his other responsibilities. So I know he's been trying because I've seen him in queue a lot of times, and we actually talk quite a bit because I befriended him when I met him at Atlantic City. And I feel bad for the guy because he hasn't really had the time to catch up in ELO to be able to actually practice with the rest of us. But I do agree with Xpecial that he hasn't really proven to be the strongest in his role, and this is sort of like a wake-up call for him. So I'm interested and curious to see his results after this, like what he's going to do to prove himself, because that's what's really going to matter.
Yeah.
It's sort of like what I'm doing with my whole X team and what they did to me. I'm trying to prove myself and take it to the next level, and I've been talking about having a game house and full team sponsorship, all that stuff. I'm really taking that to the next level, and I'm going to be spending 10 hours a day for an entire week straight on this damn game after the holidays.
Nice.
So I'm
Maybe
curious to see what... I can't because of the damn retail job. But
he's got to pay the bills, unfortunately.
Yep.
Yeah,
he doesn't have a team house and sponsor yet.
So I want to see what he's going to do. I feel that it could have been executed much better. CLG, all of the members could have definitely approached this better, more professional. They need to understand that they're sort of on the high seat. Everyone looks up to them, including me. Even though they may not be the quote-unquote best team, they're still looked upon as far as all of their actions because they came with Seal Gaming and had all the traffic before any other major website. So they have the reputation, and all of their actions sort of trickles down to the rest of the community. And they could have handled this way better. I'm sure with the way it was approached to me about how I was quote-unquote not playing many champions and didn't know many champions, I can understand how it was approached to Elements in the same way. I do know that it has been over time, but again, none of us are going to know exactly how this turned out. I just feel for both sides. I think it sucked. I think they could have done it better, and I hope for the best. I'm interested to see the new roster lineup with Double Lift, because GG and Elements, they're both passive players. Bottom lane together, that's like the most passive lane ever. And oh my god, now we're gonna have Double Lift, he's really aggressive. He's a great AD. I think Chowster's gonna play the support.
Yeah, they mixed it up.
What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, actually, we played against him 5 times. Actually, we lost all 5. We lost all 5. It was very very demoralizing actually. But I think the biggest attribute to that is just a huge difference. Like Family said, passive lane. That's what it used to be for. And I play very aggressive when I know that the enemy team is gonna be passive. Like I kind of adapt, and we would crush GG and Elements because they're just too passive. They weren't able to adapt. And here, 2 extremely aggressive players, and we aren't used to that. And plus, the current changes are just honestly we have really little time to adapt since we were at MLG during the patch weekend, and we missed out so much time just not being able to play on new patch, and we just weren't ready for them. And we lost 5 times in a row. It was very sad, but we're still hanging there. It isn't that we suck. It's that CLG just got a lot better with Double Lift. Honestly, Double Lift's just an amazing player, and it's been it's been known in competitive play for a while. Just that not a lot of people know that, and they will see that he is really, really good. And COG is looking really solid right now.
Did you guys do those scrims on the tournament clan, or was it regular?
We scrimmed them a couple days ago, so it was still on the fifth patch, and it was not on the tournament round.
Okay.
Interesting. Well, very cool. So, I guess to Jester, Vaniel, do you guys have anything to say about the whole CLG mess, other than it's just kind of a mess, and I hope they clean it up. You know, I do actually want to thank Chowster, because he's the one who put me in touch with Xpecial here, so yay for Chowster. Because Chowster was going to be on the show, but then he had to back out because the whole CLG clan got together. Clan team, same difference. And, you know, they didn't really want to go on any more shows until they had, like, an official statement, and then they'll, you know, go back to doing their thing. So,
that's why we didn't have him on today.
Yeah. But we had to, like, scheduled him a week ago, so there's been plenty of advertising saying he's going to be on today, and then he wasn't, because he came to me at, like, 4:30 and was just like, I can't. I was like,
It was yeah, and it was awesome of Xpecial to join us tonight on such short notice.
Yes, he
Yeah,
is
no problem.
awesome
Just I want to touch up that a little bit more about Chowster. If you guys saw, he took all of the blame. Like, I feel so sorry because he's the only one that took the time to. I actually think he was the only one that had time to talk to Elements about this issue, and then just got the community's backlash on him.
Yeah.
It's not the guy's fault at all. He shouldn't have any of this, and he was pissed because he rightfully does not deserve any bad karma, and he's getting shit tons of it. So I feel it's really bad, but everyone needs to understand it's a team decision. It's not Chowster's decision. I hope that he, when they do announce it, gets his reputation reset, because he's an awesome guy and he doesn't deserve this. He was the one who stood up and spoke to Elements, and unfortunately Elements also took it poorly and quoted him a lot of stuff, making it seem like he was the one to blame when it wasn't him directly. It's the whole team. So
Yeah.
All this happened when Hotshot was back for Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
So he kind of got blindsided by the whole thing. I saw his
post about
his post. I'm away 2 days. And then sounded. He didn't sound angry, but I could just imagine it being like, as he goes back home, like what happened?
It was. Well, they weren't going to do anything, but I told them to. So everyone can just blame me.
It's your fault.
It is my fault. I said no more RP until this happens, and they jumped. Just how it is. So you think women have the power? No, this is power.
Speaking of that RP, you have to be in chat in order to win it from
Vaniel there.
Who is Skin Lord up there?
Yes, Skin Lord. I'll change his name to
Skinmaster.
Everyone in chat's asking me to take my shirt off again. Like,
seriously? I haven't.
I don't know.
We can block out his video. I don't mind.
What are you talking about? I don't see it in chat.
It was on earlier today.
Sounds like a porn star. Demon Skin Lord Band.
Yes. I'm gonna end up on like 4chan or something if I take my shirt off.
What are you talking about? I already posted you on 4chan.
Yeah.
There's gonna be like some weird Vaniel meme like going around or something. I just think it's a bad idea.
I've had the Jester meme from MLG, so yeah, Vaniel meme from Beyond the Rift. Time to do it up.
The new meta, shirtless Vaniel. That sounds like a good plan to me.
Reserve questions.
So we would like to go ahead and get the chat to start asking questions, and Kumi and Veska and some of our helpers will help gather up the questions while we run over for everybody, especially for Xpecial, because he's extra special to be here. Thank you. I had to do it. I'm sorry. It was there.
Wow.
It was there. It's been bugging me the whole show.
Yeah, Demon, you kind of missed out one other kind of big CLG drama.
Oh yeah,
the Girls for LOL.
Yeah, I did.
Go over
with
that.
Chowster, believe it or not.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Run through that. While Vaniel thinks about the legacy skins, don't let me forget that.
Well, from what I know is that the Girls for LOL tournament, girls.
Right.
Well, obviously it looked like some of them were playing too well, because girls can't do that apparently.
No.
Yeah.
And
I saw that. I'm like, seriously?
had people like checked up on through their IPs, And from what I can recall, yeah, they weren't girls, and so they got banned. But the dirty secret is apparently Chaucer was playing for her team. That's all I know. I don't know
Speculation.
any details past that. That's what I got out of Reddit. And I heard maybe she was demoted, but I don't.
There was the hotshot did he in his I've been gone for 2 days post, he did say that he went ahead and took her moderator status.
Okay.
So she has.
I
been
also noticed
promoted.
he said this should not be reflected upon us, but I
Yeah,
mean, she's part.
he was saying that
going to be reflected upon you.
he was saying that yes, we realized that we were kind of sponsoring this tournament. He didn't realize it was going to get as big as it did.
Yeah.
And then, you know, since it did get as big as it did, he really needed to have been like overseeing it more. And he also said that it was pretty poor taste that they had the runner of the tournament in the tournament. And, you know, that's kind of...
So, hold on. Now, what if these so-called men were transgender individuals? Like,
These were apparently well-known high evil players.
now they're
man.
just discriminating.
I'm fairly sure none of them would admit to being transgender.
Oh. Daniel.
You make
On a
a good
positive
point,
note.
though. We should not discriminate against the transgender. They can play in any tournament they want.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, they can. They are OP for that reason alone.
Yes.
They are...
I mean, heck, if I have the chance to join a, like a LOL girls LOL tournament or whatever, I'd dress up in a dress. Why not?
Wow.
Wow.
I'd do it.
Do it.
I'd be a whole lot of woman.
On a positive note from all that, it's nice to have, while it is disappointing, it's nice to have sort of something that's catered to the quote-unquote best community for League of Legends as far as popularity. Handle all this, have problems, and then whatever happens afterwards, we'll know what to do to not make that happen. It's sort of like what happened with Dignitas and Jet and the whole changing of the rules with WCG, and that stuff happens, and now everyone else is going to benefit from that. So, on a positive note, we won't have these things happen again.
Just to add on to that, I think it's great that, we got 34 million people that play this game, and just the fact that we can have, these extra tournaments and, a whole league for women that they can participate in. It's really cool. I mean, people talk about how trollish the community is and everything, but in reality, it's kind of cool that there's all this extra stuff that goes on. You don't see that in any other game, really. I mean, StarCraft 2
pretty good about it.
Yeah.
to a lesser extent. I mean, or to a greater extent, depending on who you
Whichever way you look at it.
I don't know how many people exactly play StarCraft 2, how many copies they've sold, but I mean,
A lot.
I think it's kind of cool that there's all this extra stuff that goes on, extracurricular activities.
Ooh, baby.
All right, so we've got a good number of questions.
So we got some questions now. So we talked about that.
All right.
So, Phantom Lord, what do you think your new AP will be since Karthus is on the chopping block?
I'm loving Gragas lately. If anyone that's been watching my stream, I just absolutely love Gragas. It's funny because when I got into IPL in New York, I was like a baby pro. I didn't really know that much. I was a casual and didn't give a shit about the game. So at that point, I just had a few champions that I was really super strong with, and I didn't really think Gragas was like, oh my god, amazing. But now that I'm actually playing him, something sparked, and he's just fun as hell because it's just like LeBlanc, just get blown up in combo, and I don't know, it's just crazy champion. His AP scaling ratios are just amazing. But it might be him. I'm looking to do something new that's sort of like the revived Teleport Karthus that people won't expect. I will say that I do have a sub-secret account that I'm working on stuff, so people won't know what I'm doing anymore, because that's part of the reason why this game is or in tournament play, that people know how to deal with stuff is when they see it in solo queue, and they realize that afterwards in tournament play. So I'm going to be doing stuff on the side that people won't see. But I like Ragus right now. He's definitely my favorite.
This is we got a question for Phantom Lord. Thus far, they've all been for you.
Or there's one for the stream.
Yeah, well, we have the stream one.
Yeah.
Would you?
We've got Xpecial.
Yeah, we do. What the hell? Oh,
Yeah.
what are
Continuing on.
Reading, please.
More random noises. At least nothing's exploding today.
Yeah, not like last
Literally
week.
exploding around my house.
Yeah, last week we had lots of explosions.
Yeah,
That
Was it last week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was...
Also, if we look cold, it's because it's like 50 degrees in here because I don't have a heated studio.
Yeah.
And it's getting colder and
Yeah.
colder. So to the stream, who would you like to see in the jungle that didn't belong there before? So I guess stream guys start just spamming the names and spam them once, please, and then we'll do. But I do want to ask this to both of you guys: what do you think about roam support? What do you think about Soraka mid and another support bot?
Oh god.
Yeah, maybe.
Soraka mid.
The battle mage.
She's a beastly mid.
So lame.
I won't
It's
deny
so
that.
stupid. No, it's just like just bananas and heal.
Like AP Janna.
There's no skill. There's no fun. I'm just gonna annoy the hell out of you. You suck. I don't care who you're playing. You suck. You're so stupid.
I was actually watching Phantom Lord play against Reginald's Soraka yesterday. He was playing Karthus. And level 1, they engaged level 1, and Karthus was like at 100 HP level 1. And I was just laughing. Soraka is so annoying. I play Soraka obviously, but AP Soraka is so annoying. You just run up to him, throw bananas like you said, and then press Q, and then you have heal, and you also have mana. It's just hate AP Soraka. And they also have heal on the summoner.
But what happens when Soraka throws a banana at Wukong?
Does he go 8?
He goes 8. Oh, you said it.
I think it was bananas actually.
Ah, there it is.
Yes.
So speaking of bananas, Xpecial, what's your favorite food?
Yes.
Oh, well, not bananas.
Oh, well,
no.
not bananas.
Honestly, I'm just itching for some homemade Chinese food right now. I haven't been home since I've gotten here in like 2 or 3 months ago, so
So where
There
you-
aren't any good Chinese places around?
nothing is better than homemade.
Oh, that is...
Well,
that-
that's very true.
I won't
So where do
fight on
you
that.
originally come from then?
I'm from California,
Okay.
Los Angeles specifically, and obviously my parents and grandparents are there, and I mean obviously they cook for me, so
Yeah,
I really
yeah.
No,
miss
you-
their food.
We will not
That's all
cook you
I'm
food.
gonna say.
FedEx overnight?
Yeah. FedEx overnight in a heated thing. Get a big
Still
box.
good. Yeah.
Big box.
You'll probably get a lot of karma on Reddit for that if you did decide to do it.
Yeah. Alright,
I
so...
want to ask Xpecial how you got your name.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Well, okay.
Embarrassment
I
time.
know there's always a story behind it. I want to hear.
There always is.
Okay. Well, I was in the 6th grade, and it was like
Thankfully, it was a band camp.
back then it was all about sharing like AIM and emails with your classmates to keep in touch. That was when like the internet kind of first started expanding this social network thing.
Right.
And back then I was like, okay, I need something that kind of isn't too corny and kind of original. And my AIM skin name is actually Xpecial Boy, BOI. It's just I
Nice.
thought it was cool back then.
Well, yeah.
We all have those like old screen names or whatever. You're
Yeah.
like, wow, I'm not
Oh,
that
I
anymore.
feel very- yeah. But yeah, I ended up taking out the BOI just because that was just terrible and
Yeah.
it just stuck with me. And I'm not that creative, so I haven't had anything new. But yeah, Xpecial. So I came from.
Very nice.
I will say that Xpecial is a lot better than like those douchebags that write like X Cloud or X Sephiroth on every game that they play. I'm serious. You see it. You see them everywhere. It's like X Cloud X,
Yeah.
and then if that one's taken XX Cloud XX.
Yeah.
Because they're a Final Fantasy VII fanboy and they don't realize that Final Fantasy VII is not the best Final Fantasy. I'm done with my rant.
So, we have some other questions
New
for you,
match
Xpecial.
age, aggressive gameplay. That one. Yeah.
Go for it.
Dull had a question for you. Since the new masteries encourage highly aggressive gameplay, do you think that your team, and you specifically, will be picking up champions like Leonium, Maokai, etc.?
Carry trees, you know.
Yeah. Delicious tacos. Nope.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Wait, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm being chat.
I was waiting for it. I'm like, he totally doesn't know what the answer is.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question, please?
Absolutely. The question is from Dull. And he's basically saying, with the new masteries, do you think that'll encourage highly aggressive gameplay and people will be picking up champions like Leona, Maokai, etc.?
As a support, you mean, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right now, I think Alistar is the best support because how aggressive he can be and how effective zoning is right now. Other champions would be Blitz and Leona. Both are really strong. And really, they require just mastery of just the bottom lane. And right now, Clairvoyance is just really weak right now. They increase the cooldown by 30 seconds from if you don't have the mastery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 20 seconds if you do have the mastery. So that's huge, huge, huge.
Yeah. It is.
And a lot of vision is denied because you don't have that Clairvoyance up that often. And that leads to bottom lane being able to be very aggressive. And... Sorry, 1 second.
Who's walking behind you?
Yeah. Or in front of him. In front mirror.
Oh, it's a mirror.
It might not be a mirror.
Oh, I see it now. I see
you?
either that's a ceiling or that's the kitchen. You said it was the kitchen, though. We asked him earlier.
Doesn't have something
Cooking.
God damn it! This is
Alright,
perception.
so that was Andy, Reginald, and being a dick. But, kind of lost my train of thought, but I think something around, yes. I'll answer. I don't remember what I was saying, but yes. You'll see a lot more aggressive plays, especially from CLG and us. And I'm not sure if the other teams are starting to catch on. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't, but I think aggressive supports are the way to go right now.
Awesome.
Cool.
Very nice.
Let's see. What do you think about Karma, Xpecial?
I mean, well, wait, there's good karma, there's bad karma. I mean,
The player.
the champion.
The
okay.
champion, yeah.
As a support, I don't think she works too well. I think there's a lot of other stronger supports out there. Like if you want sustain, you have Straka. If you want shield, you have Janna. Just kind of outclassed in every way. This is how I see her. But yeah, I think she can work. Just not well.
I'm sorry, did anyone else hear it?
No, what?
Well, it's kind of funny because when you say have vagina, it sort of sounded like you said vagina.
The thing that keeps
Interrupted us for that.
Daniel amused.
Really?
God.
I'm sorry.
Really?
Uh,
Oh, right.
well, we know who wins the dirty mind of the day.
Yes. It must be some World of Warcraft you're playing.
So,
Own craft.
I got one for you, Xpecial. What's your favorite game other than League of Legends?
Favorite what?
Game. Just like, any other game, like Half-Life or...
Beyond League of Legends.
Ugh.
Solitaire.
I don't know. Yeah, Minesweeper. I don't know.
Is it running down the
Honestly,
street and pulling down people's pants, or throwing eggs at houses, or?
I'm not sure what that is, but I mean, I used to play a lot of MMOs. I really enjoyed MMOs for a long time until I picked up League of Legends.
Yeah.
I also played Dota before that, but I'm really looking forward to Guild Wars 2. I know a lot of people
Yes.
are,
Oh, yeah.
so
Yep.
I don't know. I don't like right now. It's League of Legends. Have a couple side games on like just there. I don't really play them. Maybe once in a while, but I mean, there's Skyrim. Playing that for like a day or two, but it's not my type of game. So League of Legends there.
So,
yeah, League
both-
of Legends.
I guess both you and Phantom Lord, do you guys still enjoy playing League of Legends? I mean, since it's become such a job, is it feel like a job, or do you still like playing the game?
Me?
Oh.
Oh,
Start with
Yeah, go
Xpecial,
for
and
it.
then Phantom Lord can finish, I guess, since you were already talking. So you
Go
go
for
first,
it.
Xpecial.
Okay.
Or Phantom Lord. Ow!
Go.
Flip a coin and go with it.
Stop talking, Demon.
I will.
Xpecial, go first, bro.
Alright, okay. Personally, I love playing League of Legends, so I play a lot of champions. I play support for competitive play, but I also play AP and AD and tank and that. It's just, there's so many champions. You can, like, if I'm bored of one champion, I just play another one. It's not like,
Right.
it's not like, say, an MMO where you only have that one champion that's really high level and the rest are all like
Yeah.
Smurfs. But here you can play whatever champion you want. And it's only really 1 hour that you're dedicated on that champion. So I am not bored of the game. I still enjoy playing the game. It's really weird. I very rarely
The demon's
play
rubbing
games
off
for
on
this
you.
long. But I still enjoy the game. It's still very fun to me, and
Awesome.
it's very refreshing when these new champions come out. And I like Fizz. Fizz is a fun champion, and haven't tried a Volibear yet, or volleyball, whatever.
Yeah, volleyball.
So-
Volleyball, volleyball.
I mean, there's just so many champions, and there's so many different ways to play the game. I still enjoy it.
Definitely.
Awesome,
That's
yeah. It's great to hear.
just to kind of continue that role. If the game would not be updated every week, and if these changes did not keep happening, this game would suck ass. I basically am sort of a perfectionist where I play to the extent of draining my health and just killing myself. But I get to the point where it's like I need a break, and then I take like 2-3 days break, and then I come back and I go full force. So this game is fun. I do have other games on Steam, and I have been playing a lot of Skyrim and things that take my mind off of League. But I try to only play AP mid. The problem with solo queue is because I'm like fourth now or something. The queue times, if I'm not playing at like the 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. time, I'm going to be waiting 20 minutes plus to get each game, and it drains a lot on the enjoyment. It's more of the reminder of it's a job, and it's not just fun, right? Just troll. I guess I don't really have the opportunity to, because there's so many other people that troll at the same time. But I like the game. As I said originally, I didn't like it at all when I started playing because I was fixated on MMOs, and then decided to keep playing because of all the other pros and people that do play this game. It's just enjoying to play with them, and that's the only reason why I play. It's for the community and for the other players. If that didn't exist, then it'd be boring. And the game itself does get boring, but it's what the people do. It's what the drama that happens. Not to be focusing on that at all, but if none of that stuff happened, it wouldn't make it interesting.
Yeah,
So.
it gives it character.
Yeah, totally.
All right, so everybody make sure you get in chat so Vaniel can give away RP. We're going to be doing that momentarily.
Jester, you want to inform us on what's going on with Mr. Bravo?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's apparently stuck in LA traffic, so he can tweet, but he can't actually get onto the stream.
Yeah.
He said he will get me some codes.
Okay.
Awesome.
Probably we can give them away next week.
Okay, cool.
So I do apologize. Bravo is being tied up a little bit right now.
Traffic,
Maybe he'll come on another
LA.
day.
And not in the fun way, yeah.
Not in the fun way.
So I want to go ahead and let everybody do their shout out. So since Xpecial, you're our guest today, you go first.
Oh wow, that's
Yes.
a lot. I mean, shout out to League of Legends.
Yeah.
Shout out to me and my team, friends and fans and family support me. Thank you guys. And I guess that's it.
You don't have a Twitter. Well, you
No, I don't.
pretty much go to. I know you don't have Twitter, but I'm letting everybody else know. Solo Mid to find your stream, etc., stuff like that, right?
Oh yeah, of course. Solo Mid, I stream on Solo Mid, and I don't have a Twitter, and yeah, we have an IRC2 at solomid.lol. Don't click on also, and yeah, you guys can ask questions or whatever. You should check that, and yeah, Team Solo Mid.
So Phantom Lord next.
As always, every week, thanks to the little fan community that's been following me and you guys that have been supporting me and being entertained by my retardedness and rage and just normally playing. I'm going to continue to give out stuff like I did the other night with Dota 2 key and skins and stuff. So if you guys care to, I stream on the absolutelegends.eu website. But of course, it's linked on Solomid and CLG Gaming as well. Thanks to you guys for having this weekly show and make it more of a relaxed talk about the game. And it's entertaining. It's fun. I like it. So that's why I'm on here every week.
Yeah.
And thanks to the community for outside of my little fan base for supporting this game and not taking. You guys hold a lot of power with what happens and like with the elements and with Missy and CLG and all that stuff, and it's sort of like in real life, whatever you guys decide and say and spread through rumors actually comes and affects us and what we do. So thanks to you guys for being somewhat positive, I guess, and not like raging and going crazy and pitchforks all the time. But yeah, thanks to you guys for that.
Our pleasure. All right, Daniel, so you're ready to give away the first RP card?
Yeah, I am actually.
Awesome. You have to
Should
be
we give
in
everyone
chat.
just a minute to get into chat, or no? Are we just gonna
Nah,
be like,
Let's go for it.
Yeah, we already
all
won.
right, fine.
Yep.
Well, you know what? I actually did a random number generator and everything,
Oh, very nice.
and I did. And our good friend, and he's actually won before, but his number came up. So, Nikashun.
Nice.
You win again, dude.
Wow. Go you, man.
So, grats. Just keep watching, and you never know
What'll
when
happen
you
to
might
Hill?
win again. Because, yeah, so you'll get a, don't worry. Hey, no. I have another one. I have another one, people.
See, now I was talking about the community for pitchforks.
Gosh.
Yes, they're doing it now.
Nikashun, I'll send you a text.
Thanks.
I'll send you a little message in a second. As soon as I finish killing this boss in WoW.
All right, Jester.
Give us your shoutouts.
Yes, we
I
won't
will
forget
stop
you, I
talking.
promise.
Fair enough. Well, big shout out to Hat Person this week. We've been doing some casting, and we're going to be doing more casting. Can't tell you about it yet, but there are plans. Dun dun dun. But yeah, Hat Person somehow gets along with me. It's kind of weird, but big thanks to him. Loving wife over there just baked me a whole bunch of muffins. They're right here. I've been looking at them for like half an hour. They have icing on them.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they're
So yeah,
cupcakes.
big shout out to her. She's in chat there as well. Marinthia. No, she's not a poser. She's actually like a real person.
And
I didn't
she's
hire
a
her.
real lady.
Yeah.
Yep. Good times like that. And you guys, I think you might be my only podcast this week. I'm not too sure because we got the NASL finals for Heroes of New Earth. So I'm not even sure if Mobile Weekly is going to go. And I didn't have it last week. So, you guys are like my podcast family right now.
Yeah.
Here's my wife.
There she
Here's
is.
my real family. Yeah. See, she's not made up. Yeah. Assert to them that you're not a paid actress. Okay. Thank you.
A very well-paid actress.
So whenever Twitch wants to get their export function up, I'll have more YouTube content for everyone. YouTube is now monetized through Machinima, so if you watch my stuff, you help support me, which is good. And
Awesome.
yeah, that's about it. I'm just going to keep playing with the new patch. I really like the severe changes. I don't know how far we can push them, but yeah, that jungle really might need to get reevaluated again very quickly.
Yeah, it's, it'll be fun.
My Twitter has just been a mass of rage today.
Yeah.
Like, people saying, what is with this jungle? So, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see what we can do there.
Yeah.
Other than that, check out the streams, the Twitters, Twitter, YouTube, Forecourt, Jester, Twitch. I just made a new Twitch theme, which I'll be applying out through the week, and yeah, it's been a pleasure. Too bad Bravo couldn't show up, but I should get you some skins for that as payment. So.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. So, Vaniel.
Do you have a shout out?
I actually do not have a shout out because all the people that I would shout out are actually in here. So, I don't know. Just shout out to the people that watch us every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love you guys. Bring friends. It's kind of sad, I sit outside of GameStop sometimes with my stack of RP cards and try to bribe people into watching the show. So, no, I'm saying I go in there and it's like, here's $100. Give me RP, and they're like, why do you need this much RP? I mean, someone always says something. So it's kind of amazing how many LoL players there really are. So
Yeah, they're everywhere.
they always, sometimes, people will ask me, why do you need so much RP? And says, oh, I give it away. Come watch our show. So hopefully one or two of you out there actually came to our show through me telling you to. But I actually had a couple people that actually friended me in League of Legends that I talked to out in front of a GameStop. So
Cool.
I said, I don't know if any of you ever been to Vegas, but down on the strip there's those guys that have like they sell like escort services and they go like this and try to pass them to you. That's me outside of a GameStop. So,
Wow.
yeah,
Oh man.
that's me. So, all right, let me give away some more RP since I want to.
Yeah, we don't force him to. He just loves
Yeah,
to do
he
it.
loves to do it.
All right.
Makes him feel good.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So, Xpecial, have you had a good time with us today?
Yes, it was a very enjoyable time.
Good. I'm glad you've had fun. You have to come back again sometime.
And now I'm craving Chinese food. Ever
Please
since
tell me you're queuing up after this.
Yeah.
So,
I probably am. I'll be dual queuing with KX, practicing the supports.
of course. Yes, Q-Time Lord.
Get out while you can, man. Get out while you can.
Start queuing now, Phantom Lord.
Gosh.
Oh,
Well, somebody's wife is going to be happy.
Oh, really?
Wow.
She just sat right up.
Grant's Jester's wife.
Wow.
we are now
Wow.
dropping that
Right,
number
okay,
generator
that-
today.
Yes.
It's the last time that number generator's ever been used.
Wow.
It's not very random, nor is it very fair.
It's a random number generator. I put everyone's number in here, and I hit generate.
Calls for a muffin.
Yes, if you want to FedEx me some muffins, you can.
You just got RP for it, so.
Yeah, RP for muffins.
RP for muffins. Charity drive, yeah.
I promise this is not rigged.
Good luck at
Every
that.
Are
week
you
I get
on your
people asking
actual
me-
account? This
Not
isn't
believe
like
it. Every week I get people asking me in chat, like in League of Legends, they're like, "Hey, rig the next drawing for me," and I tell them I was like, "I can't." People will vouch and say that I don't do that. I will not rig anything. So if you truly get it, it's because the random number generator said you did.
Or his finger. Because
Yeah.
he does do
sometimes he's just like,
I just sometimes do this thing, but I decided next time I do that, it's going to be without a shirt, so you can see my Gragas bounce all over the place.
Yes.
Little bit of extra bonus there.
oh, bonus is that is one way of putting
Yeah.
it.
Felix just has it best. Or fuck my name, I don't say that. Damn it. Vaniel's brother's like, look at that, I'm his brother in real life, and I never win. So.
And I did want one other shout out. It was to Flex Sidilis there. Just had another. No, I'm serious. He is my brother in real life. He never wins.
He always loses.
But I wanted to give him a shout out because he recently had his second little baby last
Yay!
Wednesday.
We like
And
babies.
so I am now a uncle again. I have a nice little niece that his horrible wife gave me. So I call her that to her face. I actually love her, but so I now have another little niece who I'm very, 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 very proud of. I love her to death. So
Congratulations.
Awesome.
thank you.
Yes, and thank you guys for joining us this
Flex.
week.
Yeah. Hey,
oh,
I want to shout out. Everybody's
I'm not
Twitter's below
done.
them if they have a
Jeez.
Twitter. Fine. Yeah. I'll shout out my wife real quick. She's been inside with our baby. Has decided not to sleep, so whatever. I'm
Once
sorry,
again.
honey. But she did come outside for a few minutes, so apparently he's fallen asleep at some point. Yay. So thank you all the viewers. I love you guys so much. It's
yeah, thanks for coming.
insanely fun. I enjoy doing this whole thing all day. I plan for it all week. The best day of the week is Tuesday. So, thanks everybody for joining us, especially you Xpecial, because you're extra special. I had to do it again. So, Revel, do you have anything?
Thank you guys for joining us. Come check us out next week. Check out if you're in the EU. We have another EU stream. It is not in English, so
Yeah, it is.
is it?
The show is in English if it's in the EU one. Paul, if you ever join our channel and you hear gibberish, it's because Paul, one of our researchers, is running his Polish tournament.
Yes.
So it's like the biggest tournament in Poland. So, you know,
The only tournament.
Cool.
it is the only tournament in Poland. But I mean, he's got the Polish Riot supporting it. He's got the biggest Polish League of Legends forum supporting it, etc., etc. So that's what
Yeah,
that
it's
is.
good times. Check
So
it
you
out.
can. They've been very interesting games. So check them out.
Yeah, we'll
but,
have some more stuff coming for you next week. Some fun
Yep.
announcements.
Yep. So thanks everyone for joining us, and have a good night.
Yes.